Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3. Where we left off last time, we're just about to go to the alchemist basement. I also need to go back to the grove at some point and talk to Volo. I forgot to talk to him, and there's a ring I want to buy from him. Someone mentioned in one of the earlier videos that we shouldn't be taking Karlach and our main character because having two barbarians doesn't add a huge amount to the group diversity. However, we can't take Astarion because we used them last time. I don't want to use the same characters again. Mostly because I've already heard all their stuff, and I've already done their side quests. Kinda want to stick to the characters I haven't done yet for this playthrough. Karlach is awesome, and I kinda want to see her personality and stuff like that, so we're going to be keeping her. I don't know if you can fully respec NPCs, but we're not going to be sticking with Barbarian long term. Barbarian is only 3 levels. And then it goes to Monk for both Karlach and our main character. So it's going to be fine. We're going to have 2 heavy melee characters. And then we're going to have Gale for magic, for divine, or not magic, for arcane magic. And then we're going to have Shadowheart for divine magic. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. This is the healer's log. Patient Samson, blacksmith. He has gout. Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired a new apprentice. I gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. I'm guessing he probably didn't do that. Or he's dead. Probably dead. Branley, Cooper, large wooden splinter in hand, splinter removed, wound cleaned, doused in balsam ointment, and bandaged. Timmick. He's a child. He swallowed a bottle cork, so Timmick is not long for the world. No hardness or blockage in stomach. The cork should pass without causing harm. I gave the lad a stern warning. Yeah, don't eat random things. That's just stupid. Dida, apprentice blacksmith, minor burns to face and hands, another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. Usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. There's also a suspicious poison, and we just passed a perception check for a lever behind this box here. We're going to search the boxes, and then we're going to promptly blow them all up. Alright, pressing the button, it opens this bookshelf. There's also a painting here, made with duster. Is it worth money? It is worth some money. It's worth taking to sell, probably. There's a wooden desk. Nothing of value. Some books, nothing of value. Just go check the desk over here, too. Nothing of value. Couple barrels, maybe some potions in them. There is crafting stuff in them, so we'll use Shadowheart to pick that up. Same thing with this one? Yeah. She is going to be our alchemists, and we don't want to mingle our character's inventory specialities too much. Well, maybe the bottle rack has something. The bottle rack did, in fact, have not something. There's another barrel over there. Might have some more crafting ingredients. It did not. Alright, let's move on. There's only so much time you want to spend looking around in these places, because there's a billion random little items you can get in this game that are both worthless and useless, so they're just there for flavor. Oh, right, these are where the undead are. Not my favorite area, to be honest, but let's just, do I just break them open, or do I... Yeah, let's just open it up. So I never noticed this the first time we played through. We're going to give that to Gale, and we're going to give the Alchemist Fire to Shadowheart, and we're going to give... What is a nut buster? It's a rock. Shovel's Friend Finder. Interesting sounding shovel. Anyways, the poo scraper is a reference to a meme. Well, not really a meme. It's sort of like a green text story or like a Reddit story. Where apparently this one dude or dudette's family have spectacularly hard and large poops, and so they have a poop knife to
Bet that will fit in my pack.
cut up the poop so that it'll flush properly. Damn it, I should have given that to our main character. So yeah, I think that's a reference to that. If I had to hazard a guess anyways. No guarantees. Oh, I have an alchemist pouch on this character. Okay. We're going to throw that over to Shadowheart. Oh, she has her own. Can I just merge them? Of course not. That would be too easy. I need you to take all of the alchemy junk. Our two fightery characters are going to be carrying the bulk of the heavy stuff, but I want Shadowheart to have all of our
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
alchemy stuff. What is she carrying in her backpack? Oh, just camping supplies. Okay. What else do we have kicking around? So she doesn't have anything.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Gale just has the poop knife.
Looking ahead.
And our main character has just a bunch of junk. What's in her backpack? Oh, right, the Illithid records. Okay. So, that's actually a good place to put stuff. I think we already read this, but precise arcs neatly draw lines from the blueprints of 3 weapons, a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, susser bark. The susser bark can only be found, or can only be applied to an ordinary, unmodified blade. So that's a quest to finish. I guess we didn't read it before because now we have a quest to finish that unfinished weapon. We will be doing that, by the way. Drawn in thick charcoal lines upon an animal skin, this childlike portrait depicts 3... Oh, we did that one. We did that one for sure. Faded... Oops. No, I need the blueprints. Give them back. I dropped them by accident. Scribbled note. Do we read this? Keep away... Yeah, we read that. So we can just drop that. We don't need to carry that around anymore. Primer on mythical beasts. We did that one. That's the miniature giant space hamster. We'll drop that. Actually, was it worth... That book might be worth selling, actually. Yeah, it's 14 bucks. Why not? Drow's letter. Do we read that one? Yes, that was where he's a scout and he died. We can sell it too, probably. Potion of healing recipe. That's important. This small recipe has helped me through a lot. With my scales, my hide smarts, and tears with the slightest... and tears... Oh my god. Without my scales... My hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. Well, it's never healed me fully. Every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of why is it always healing potions? This goddamn primitive village, and the occasional someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe of itself is still mostly legible. You need rogue's morsel, salt, and suspension of myrgrass, and then you brew it up. It's worth selling, I guess. All right. There is a diggable here. For some reason, it's not letting me... There we go. A couple scrolls for Gale to hang on to, and 3 whole gold. Okay, these things also contain stuff like monsters. We should have just attacked it, honestly, but now we're surprised, and it gets to go first. And it's going to wake up others of its kind. Aged Guardians. We are going to rage up for this, I think. Except that we can't. Are we out of rages? Yes. Yes, we are. We could reckless attack. Probably a good choice, honestly. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Ah, that was stupid. I meant to right-click and I left-clicked like an idiot. That's fine. It's fine. We use reckless attack on literally nothing. It'll be fine. We can turn undead. But I'm going to wait on that. There's going to be more of them that spawn into this fight, so let's get Bless going. Why are we casting... Oh, we only have level 2 spells. Oh. Alright, well, we're casting level 2 Bless. Fine, whatever.
Let's go.
Now let's actually do a reckless attack on this thing.
I like this, mate.
That was terrible damage. Do these things have resistance to slashing? No, but they're vulnerable to bludgeoning. We just rolled badly, I guess. We have no spells left? Fair enough. 7 more damage to it. Karlach just took a hit for 9 damage, and we're gonna get shot by it. Sure, probably. This is fine. No big deal. Let's actually do a reckless attack. Didn't quite kill it like I had hoped. 1 dead.
This is gonna feel good.
Can I get to it? Maybe. That was a good hit.
Death is but a word away.
Her I rolled good, so there, that one died. There are still more of them. But let's go see what these ones had for loot. At the very least, a mace and a scroll for Gale. And then the other one had a bow, probably, and some other junk. Or just a bow. Literally just a bow. Give it to Karlach, something. As youth for other gods, 2. Who's in this one? Azuth, the god of wizards, all who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells both big and small for a mister always yearning. Being the tyrant, the black hand, make sure the strong do rule. Actually, I think we already read this one. Yeah, we definitely read this one already. That was the very first one we read. We still haven't found any other version of this book other than that one. That's fine. We'll grab the bullywug. We lost our bless because it's only for 10 rounds.
Is that blood?
Apparently we dicked around a little bit too long and it's gone, but that's fine. A dark journal. And a bone, which I'm not taking. Get over here. Pack this up. No surprise for you this time. We did, however, use our action to do that, apparently. No secret claims. I am going to disengage you, I think.
Shall be done.
Fuck yes.
Don't want her or him getting hit in the face. That was a very solid hit. Wasn't expecting to do that much. However, we just got crit back, so it's not like we got anything out of that. Yeah, sure. We're gonna need healing after this. We should group our people up and throw some healing potions at ourselves. There's still another couple of these. I'm gonna heal, though, first. We only need 3 people to heal. You, and you. Gather up. We're gonna throw, which is over there. Yes. He only has 1 healing potion remaining, but that's fine. I think he's in range of his own throw. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't. That should be fine for now. Karlach can deal with a little bit of damage.
Never a dull moment.
Let's save. Oh, what are we doing for experience, by the way? We still need a bunch. Okay. Hey, wake up. Agile Guardian, so it's a ranger one. And we got a good initiative. And we got shot. What is that? What is it doing? Stop it. End your turn. You have no actions left. Why are you flipping the lid open and closed? Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, I guess. 50% no matter what. Might as well make it divine magic. Although they are vulnerable to blunt, I probably actually should have just used. We don't have an action, do we? Nope. Because we used our action to blow up the crate. I should use someone else to break open the crate, like Shadowheart or something. Put that one down. It might not be the worst idea to use Shadowheart to break open these things, actually. There's another one. It got not as good of initiative, so that's a plus. I'm going to try and jump to the other side of it, because I want Karlach to have an easy method to get in there. Yeah, I want that.
My faith will protect me.
You don't have any action points.
Baby.
Who's making that noise? It's like a board doing something weird there. An arrow of Ilmater. We don't really have any archers, so we'll just give that to Gale, I guess, for now, and Karlach can just pick that up. Or whoever's in charge right now. Do we not loot this guy? Okay. Gale, main character. We'll sell this junk later. There's still... Hey, there's a scribbled note over here. What is it? Wait, was that note from the goblin that we dropped on the ground? Am I just picking up junk from before? Yes, I am. Okay, that scribbled note is not important. We know that now for sure. Shadowheart. Break open crates. This one was actually empty. Yeah. There's still 2 more, though. Bone in there. Definitely got a robust guardian. And we get to go
I
first.
speak, they burn.
We
Push
missed.
my luck again.
We hit. Not for a lot, though. Didn't quite kill it. It's going to hit us back. Probably for a crit. Or for 9 damage. They roll really high damage. Okay, fight's done. Next and the last one, I think, is this one. Nothing inside of it.
What's next?
Maybe I'll use Karlach to attack it, actually. Because when Shadowheart hits, she hits for like 12 damage. They're vulnerable to blunt, so... We missed our attack. Great. Are these not vulnerable to blunt? Oh, they are. We just sucked. We rolled a 2 or something to hit. Even with disadvantage, we actually hit in melee, which is with spelled in melee, which is pretty good. Grab the bow, and we are officially done killing all those things.
I wonder.
Karlach is a bit hurt, but I don't care too much right now.
Press on.
She'll be fine.
Still breathing.
We can heal her if we need to. I think we're out of short rests, which we definitely are. Is that water? It's just rotting food? Gross. I used to pick up all of that junk. What is that? That's just water. Water can be useful. Water has some strategic importance on occasion. When there's lots of fire. Alright, I don't know who's going to be good at taking on this mirror. I guess we'll find out. We saved first. I'm, Era Silverleaf. Actually, tell it our name.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
We can just break it open. Is this a advantage check? No. Pick up a rock, smash the hammer. That sounds like the barbarian thing to do. We're gonna add guidance. We did not succeed.
I think not.
Maybe not. That's not going to work.
What's that thing? Okay, we're gonna have to maybe reload that so we can actually get in there. We're still gonna smash it with a rock. We just need to roll better. We really needed to roll an... Oh, I don't know what we need to roll. Like a... Depends on what our bless was, or our guidance was. Blah, blah, blah. Tell it our name. Blah, blah, blah. Barbarian strength. Add guidance. So we need to roll between... Depending on our guidance, we need to roll between... 9 and 11? No. 8 and 11? We need DC 15, 12, 11, and then -3, yeah. Come on, game. Can I just roll a moderately good amount? It's like a 50-50 chance for us. Maybe a little bit less. Actually, depending on the variables, it could be more or less. Last try. Also, we have no inspiration yet.
To my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
What are we... This is terrible. How are we rolling so bad all the time? We've rolled below... What? Okay, so if we had +3, and even if just +1, so +4, we've been rolling 7? 7 and below? One more time. Come on. I just want to go in and get the book. There we go, finally. Alright, we're going to break the mirror, maybe. I actually don't know what this does. And there we go. Okay, so there's a couple books to read and some other stuff. There's also some crafting materials like
Might as well.
basilisk oil and a
Have mine,
scroll for Gale to pick up. Some research notes for us to read. Also just some dried blood.
Moving in.
There might be traps around here. I think, in fact, I'm pretty sure there are up here. Or maybe up there. Ooh, the camera went weird.
Let's get on with it.
Grab the
I'll
mugwort.
grab that.
There's a rusted key over there. We do need that.
Got a long road
It
ahead.
is trapped, I believe. Gale's gonna take all those
Don't make
scrolls. There's a stuffed bear.
Been pretty young when it was killed. This cave bear. Rather sad, really.
It's like a huge bear, even for a child bear.
Can't give up now.
Anywho,
With haste.
go up here and do a perception check. No perception checks? This leads back to the alchemist's area underneath there. But we have the rusted key, and this leads to a trapped area for sure. Although, let's go over here first. There's a gilded chest. And the evil eye. Bracers of defense. You gain +2 bonus to armor class as long as you're not wearing armor or holding a shield. It's actually pretty good for us because we don't have either of those things. I am going to give her those. We have now 15 armor class. Then we can give... Oh, actually, she's better at... Sleight of hand.
What's the story? Come on, let's go.
I guess we can give him to Karlak.
I'd love to,
He
thanks.
has the same sort of setup anyways. There's 15 armor class.
No time to rest.
Anything else around here? There's a desk with some ink. On Death and Resurrection's a book. There's also a desk here with a quill. I would not want to work here at this desk. Like, you wouldn't be able to see out into the room. And in a place like this where there's like undead and stuff, I'd want to be able to see out into the room while I'm working. Guys, you gotta get over here and do perception checks. Someone will succeed. Maybe. Alrighty. Well, there's a marble plate. Are we good at sleight of hand? No, not even a little bit. Oh, we might be okay. We only have 2 disarm kits, though. Really? We had, like, plus a ton. Let's try it again. We only have 1 trap disarm kit now, though. This is the last one. Well, that's the last of our disarm kits. So we're gonna have to do this a different way. Like just dealing with the traps, maybe?
What to do? Step carefully. There's a trap.
Or we could just stand like over here. It looks like they just fire straight across, right? Probably fire bolts?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
We don't have the opal for it anyways. I think that's in the spider area.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Please don't open the creepy book.
Not planning to. Took the book in our backpack. We're gonna take it with us. Oh, we get to just walk out. Okay.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Problem solved. Yeah, they're just constantly casting firebolt back and forth.
Best get going. Not over.
Would hurt if you're standing in there, but what if you're immune to fire?
Open up.
Or had an extremely high reflex, or like improved evasion. I don't think improved evasion works like that anymore. Since like 3rd edition. But, you know, what if it did? We now have the book. We don't really need the book. We're not going to be using the book, probably. But it might be useful later on, so. Let's head upstairs. We're going to go talk to Volo, assuming he's in the camp, because Will is also not in the camp. So we might have messed up some triggers by doing things a weird way. Can I just go straight into the Emerald Grove? No, there's no actual waypoint into the grove itself. Kind of annoying, honestly, but oh well. Let's go find out. He should be down here. Although if he's not, then we'll have to find him at the Goblin Camp, which is fine. He just has a ring I want anyways. It's not like it's of vital importance. We also need him to join our camp so he can stab us in the eye.
Let's see.
That invisibility detection when he massacres your eye is too good not to get. Everyone on? Karlach, are you gonna
Wanna dance?
actually get on the lever or the platform here?
All right. What now?
Oh no, Volo's definitely there. He's over there. I see him.
Need to find a
I'm
way
pretty sure that's
forward.
him anyways. Cool, we can at least talk to Volo
Word.
and buy the ring I want.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
I did, yes.
A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Common variety goblins, led by a lasher, flanked by booyahs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I am not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say.
Great.
Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, fire away, why not?
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Neither. Dragon, there wasn't any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yeah, they called it the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal.
Hold your tongue.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Be careful, goblins aren't known for their mercy.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Wait, don't go anywhere yet.
Pardon me. I must prepare to travel. Good day, my friend.
He has a ring I want. We want the Whispering Promise. Blessed Mercy, when you heal a creature, it gains 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns. It's basically a bless on heal, which is good for Shadowheart. And that's what we want. It's going to pay the value. We don't want to sell to him necessarily because we can sell to the other guy that we're better friends with for more money. Okay, bye. Let's throw this ring on Shadowheart.
To go still.
Now she can give bless to people pretty easily. I think once we go sell some things, we'll be done our video. And then in the next one, what are we going to do? I guess we could continue on our way towards the goblin camp. We do need more experience. We're kind of floundering a bit. We need to get to level 4 pretty badly. Then we can go punch some not real paladins in the face. And what else can we do? Actually, maybe we can go kill the gnolls. We're level 3. We should be fine at this point in time. We can kill gnolls on the road towards where Karlach was. Eventually, we're going to need a long rest so that we can get Will in the group. Although we don't really need Will. We're not going to be using him. We also need to get Withers. I forgot to get Withers entirely. Or should I say Jurgle? He's definitely just Jurgle.
Replace any gear? My selection's pretty slim.
Let's be clear. He is just Jurgle. And this whole situation is his fault. Directly as a result of his initial actions in this universe. Did we read this? I don't know if we read the Fringe Philosophy one yet. Or the Dark Journal. I'm pretty sure we didn't, actually. I don't know why I'm carrying a candle. We need to keep the shaft of a broken spear, though. It's important for making an item. A pretty decent item, actually, for the beginning of the game. We have soul coins, which are good for Karlach. Get some money from him. He's got 1 gold left. Super. So we're not selling anything else to him at the moment. I can't believe he's only got 1 gold left. Man, we have other junk to sell. Not very many other things, but... oh well. We'll read the books that we have, and then we'll call it a video. Should we put them in a bag or something to sell later? I don't know, we'll figure that out. I have 2 shovels now for some stupid reason. Anyways. You turn page after page of strange alchemical sketches and formula. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmuting metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Necromancy. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. Elisis, Oliver Singe, merchant, arrives in Moonhaven, departs next day, Kalashite. These are dates. 26 Eliasis, 7 and 7 Eliant. Stranger, name unknown, passes through not Thayan, Rashemi. 14th Marpenoth. 3 men in black armor pass through, not Thayan. 2nd of Oktar. Hackett, journeyman, passes through, not Thayan. 30th of Oktar, raid, black armor soldiers, some damage, not Thayan, but dangerous. 14 Nightall. The book's key gem has gone missing. Familiar ordered to watch my apprentice. Nightall, syringe passes through, doesn't stop. Or Singe passes through, doesn't stop. 15th of Nightall. Familiar reports apprentice disappeared near well. Will observe. 18th Nightall. Raid. Same soldiers as before. Townsfolk. Taken. 20th Nightall. Spoke on the horizon. Raid. That's the last entry. We need the gem. That's giving us the gem information. Raised dead failed. Gone too long. Body decomposed. Raised reanimation failed. Came back as ghoul. Had to kill him again. Speak with dead failed. Answers unhelpful. Clone failed, needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone failed, had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection failed, why? Magical curse? True resurrection. I've reached the limits of my skill and resources. The book offers help. Dare I accept? The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish any volume outside the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I'm not so grand. Before I lent my name and knowledge to the High House of Wonders, and all the marvels therein, I was not but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that's how I first saw them. The slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast across the evolution of our craft, that their great flying cities fell in folly and flames, does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gon's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining beacon fell to the shadow, their lord twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs, and yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. The Evil Eye. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means her powers will be unique compared to those of your sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named as such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring the vital essence until the victim's soul can be trapped in the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victim's whole. Sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. Green hags, they are beautiful, they are powerful, speak not a word against them. On Death and Resurrection, an excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Josefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext for God's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value is a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages, surely. Or so it would seem at first glance. But once we push past the mysticism and dewy-eyed sentiment so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all the spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider we already know that the destruction of our mortal form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds. Beliefs end station in life, but even this assessment is subject to market forces. Lord Kilembor weighting our souls against how thoroughly we've given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternate route, not the end of the path, but the chance to retread it. Clerics across the realms wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy or willing enough. It's strange then that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for the components for such a spell are beyond the means of most mortals. I've interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth I found them to be the most dull, unimaginative sort that I can possibly imagine what it is they're so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there's simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path and wealthy enough to return. Alright. I'm going to quickly do some alchemy, I think. We go to crafting. Alchemy, there we go. We're going to extract all ingredients, it's just easier to do that way. Do we have any potions we can make? We can make a potion of animal speaking. In fact, I think we're going to make the one that we can make. And then we'll grab nothing else. We can make potions of speed, I guess. They're actually really useful, especially in the beginning of the game. I'm also going to go check... Oh, I punched my microphone. That was not ideal. We're going to talk to Auntie Ethel really quickly here with Gale, our only... Oh, I sold it to the wrong person. It doesn't matter anyways.
If it isn't the talk of the camp.
She is the hag.
Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Just here to trade.
Hey, bother.
She does not have any... Oh, she does. So, there is something you can do in the beginning of the game if you have lots of money. My friend was telling me about this. You can actually respec your characters, like our strength characters, to just have incredibly low strength, like as low as possible, and give them other buffs, and then just use these elixirs and keep them going. These replenish quite frequently. However, you need a bunch of money right away to get them, because they are $243 a piece. So our current money amount is 537 plus, so let's call it 600, 700, 800, approximately $800. So we could buy all 3 of these, but we would be completely out of money. Also, they reset on long rests, so it's kind of a bit of a toss-up if you want to try and do that. It would give us a bunch of extra stats, though. Like, we could take a bunch more charisma or even constitution for hit points, stuff like that. But just as a heads up, it is pretty expensive to keep up that little habit, especially if you have 2 melee characters like we do. I think it would be too much money. For now, though, I think we're going to leave you here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. We'll head out into the world again. We're going to go and deal with getting Jurgle, who I blame for everything in this entire story. Everything is his fault. And if you're wondering why, well, I'll explain in my evil playthrough, but you know what? No, that's pretty big spoilers. He is Jurgle, though. That is a big spoiler as well, but it doesn't actually explicitly say it in the game. But everyone knows he is. And it's all his fault, and if you know why it's his fault, then good, and if not, you'll find out as the story goes along. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.